In this video, I'm going to be talking about network market prospecting using simple questions. Hey guys, Mighty Johnny Mo here, coming to you from my office in Nairobi, Kenya. I help millennials rise above their financial circumstances and dominate in the affiliate and network marketing industry by unraveling the secrets of attraction marketing. If this is your first time here and this message resonates with you, do consider subscribing and smash that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Make sure you watch till the end, because I'm going to share a bonus tip that will spice up your prospecting game and help you grow your MLM business. So enough said, let's dig in to this MLM training. Want some network marketing prospecting techniques that are simple, rejection free, and can duplicate? So far, network marketers have been using the traditional method of prospecting till date. Individual teams are trying to experiment to increase their outreach, but mostly the results aren't that substantial. If you go by the traditional route for growth, there are merely 2 to 3 steps. Build a network beyond family and friends, that is strangers. Select a larger target market and pick the product that you'll understand well. Different people have different ways of reaching out to people. Ideally, your approach shouldn't be very direct and in the face. One should always try to strike a conversation to understand their prospect and if they are facing any issues. It is very important for me to understand if the person has an entrepreneurial mind or not. Once I understand that he or she can be a prospect, either part-time or full-time, I take up the conversation on the business front. It is true that all successful network marketers are good storytellers. I've always been a keen listener of good stories to encourage people to join the business. There are the stories about my upline, downline, someone in the company, the products or the compensation plan that can light the spark of motivation. Therefore, sharing stories involving your business with your prospects or stories about how a product helped various people creates a positive mindset as to what you should cultivate. It is essential to understand your audience. It is best to listen and understand their needs and problems. To recruit the right people in your downline, you must ask the right questions regarding their interest and career thoughts. You should never focus on talking about their compensation plan first. After asking the right questions, you will have a better understanding of the situation and formulate a better approach to introduce your business opportunity, thereby recruiting them. Like you, I was once all over the place in my business, lacking effective network marketing prospecting techniques. The strategies I was doing at the time were burning me out, making me frustrated due to having to constantly go out in the streets and pitch strangers. I actually don't mind talking to strangers and feel fairly confident doing that, but as a way to build my business, I wasn't comfortable doing it long term or convincing my team they had to do it too. So I wanted a better way that both my team and I could do if we didn't want to go out pitching people we didn't know. From testing and tweaking numerous MLM prospecting techniques, I can honestly say that the best place to find MLM leads for your business is on the internet. The reason why I say this is because anyone can do this, including those who are fairly homebound, such as stay-at-home moms and the disabled who can't go out to do one-on-ones or home meetings very easily. These are a great place for anyone to start, as there is over 1 billion people on the website, and you can scope out who your ideal business partner is before you even reach out to them. When looking for network marketing prospecting techniques, I advise finding strategies that newbies can do immediately to cover their costs in the first few weeks, or at least until their next autoship arrives. If you can show a brand new person how to make money fast in network marketing, chances are they will stick around for the long term. Other strategies that are simpler to do are going to networking functions, leveraging other social media platforms such as Twitter or Instagram, and just talking to people when you're out and about. If you're struggling with what to say to people, you will want to check out this training about prospecting and recruiting. I will leave a link in the description. Furthermore, you need to find a social media strategy that you are most comfortable with. If you are great at writing, you may want to consider starting a blog. Or if you are a natural flair for acting, then maybe doing videos or live streams will be your thing. Whatever strategy you use, you must establish yourself as a leader in the marketplace, and it helps to pick a strategy you're happy to do every day. If you're trying to grow any business and you're not making the money you know you should be making, it's likely because you haven't mastered the art of selling. Whether it's a limiting belief around money, or a negative belief associated with asking for the sale, or maybe it's simply that you were never taught how to effectively sell, the truth is, everything in this world happens because a sale is made. So pay attention, because I'm going to share my exact 5-step script a master closer and top recruiter has used to sell millions of dollars in goods and services over the last 30 years. And it's a script that allows you to avoid rejection and feeling like a sleazy, awkward salesman or a saleswoman. Why? Because you are projecting yourself like a network marketing professional. And these sales closing questions will not only help you double your conversions, it actually leaves both you and your prospect feeling empowered whether they buy or not. You should be able to sell to a 5-year-old and feel absolutely good about it. Sounds good? So let's dive in to this prospecting and recruiting training to help you become a top recruiter in your company. So here is my 5-step script to hypnotically close more sales and recruit more reps. Imagine being able to effectively gain influence and connect deeply with your prospects quickly so you can close them into your product, service, or offer based on their pain, desire, wants, and needs, and only if what you've got is a good fit for them. Sales is not about manipulation, it's all about serving. You've got a product or service to change their life, and therefore you must dive deeper with them by being committed to transforming their life and not letting them off the hook. I'm going to share with you this valuable training that I learned from my good friend Ivan Alvarez, which goes for $20,000 per session with him. Alvarez is an elite mindset coach, sales trainer, and high-ticket closer. In fact, he used exactly what you're going to get today to close $75,000 offers. The 5 questions I will use in this script hypnotically puts your prospects into a trance so you can bypass their conscious mind and enter their unconscious mind where the buying decision takes place. I'm also going to cover the deep human psychology that makes these questions work so effectively and why people will respond in a positive manner. So what must you understand before we dive into these sales closing questions? It's not about getting the sale, it's about changing lives. It's about making sure that people, your prospects, aren't walking around with the same problems over and over again. With what you're about to discover, you'll have the unique ability to help people find solutions, set themselves and their family free once and for all. What you're doing is bigger than you. You must learn the ability to influence so you can make an impact. So here are the 5 simple questions to hypnotically close any sale. Question number 1. How long have you had this problem? Question number 2. What have you done to fix this problem? Question number 3. What were the results? Question number 4. Who else is being affected by this problem? Question number 5. If something doesn't change in the next 12 months, what is the long-term effect on you and those affected? Do not make the critical mistake of letting the simplicity of these questions fool you. Each question has a deep, direct psychological purpose that will get your prospects to quickly connect and open up to you in a way that they never would have before, that they will never have before you had not asked them. So let's dig in, shall we? The powerful psychology behind the 5 sales closing question. Question number 1. How long have you had this problem? So the psychology behind it is it allows people to verbally speak out loud exactly how long they've been dealing with a problem. Here's what's important. Never let your prospects get away with saying a long time. When they say this, it's because they don't want to hear how long the problem has existed. They'd rather suppress it. It's your responsibility as a sales professional and as an entrepreneur to get people to a place where they understand that they need to see the big picture and allow the truth to be revealed about what's going on in their life. So many people out there are living life under false pretenses. We as entrepreneurs can be there to help them finally bring the truth into their lives. Therefore, you want to make them give you the exact time frame with a question. Okay, well, how many years has that been exactly? When you ask this, you'll see people become emotional when they hear the actual number come from their mouth. They could possibly have been dealing with this same chronic problem. And when they speak the words out loud, it creates a sort of psychological turn inside their brain. It makes one realize the gravity of the situation. Question number 2. What have you done to fix this problem? The psychology behind it is this is when they realize that they have already tried several ways to fix this problem and could not fix it. Of course, you know this because otherwise they wouldn't be speaking to you. Being a jack of all trades doesn't guarantee that you'll be good at anything. However, when they begin to explain it to you, it's imperative to extract as much information as possible. You can do that with a simple follow-up question. Anything else? What else have you tried? The more you get out of them, the more you'll be able to utilize what they tell you when it comes time to close the sale and they have objections, because then you'll be able to say, well, wait a minute, let me check my notes. Didn't you say you've tried all these different things to fix the problem and none of them have worked? Now you start to become an authority in their minds. Again, every single question, as simple as they are, has a psychological purpose and literally makes your job that much easier. Question number 3. What were the results? The psychology behind it is now they get to admit that the problem was not fixed and is still there. This is a huge step in you not only controlling the conversation, but letting them see that everything that they've tried so far has not worked. This kind of realization will create the perfect frame of mind for the psychology behind the 4th question. So, what is the 4th question? Who else is being affected by this problem? So, the psychology behind it is they now realize that the problem they are currently experiencing is affecting others, especially their family. This is where you get the chance to spend some time and begin to establish the know, like, and trust factor. This is an important piece of the puzzle that you must never forget. When someone says my family is being affected, this is your opportunity to dive deeper with them. Important side note: 3 powerful words you should always use when talking to your prospects. Tell me more. People are very hesitant to completely open up to a stranger. So let them know that you are there to listen to what they have to say. You do that with more questions. Oh, you have a family? Tell me more about that. Oh, you're married? Tell me more about that. What's your spouse's name? How many kids do you have? How old are they? Tell me more. What are their names? Here is where the magic happens. As they are speaking and describing their family, they'll begin to realize, oh my goodness, this is not just affecting me, it's affecting my 3-year-old or whoever that person is for them. This is absolutely powerful. A piece of advice regarding this sales question: if you ever have someone break down with emotion and maybe even start crying, do not interrupt. They are in the midst of a moment. Something massive just clicked in their mind. Some people may not go the extra mile for themselves, but when they realize it's impacting the people they love and care for, it changes the whole dynamic. Not just for the conversation, but for their business or any other problem they are facing. So question number 5. If something doesn't change in the next 12 months, what is the long-term effect on you and those affected? So the psychology behind this is, if nothing changes, things don't typically stay the same. They almost always get worse. This gets people to understand and envision how, if they don't do something to get this problem solved, a problem that's been in their lives for a large amount of time, where they'll be in 12 months will not just be the same as it is now, but likely worse. Because that is the reality of problems, isn't it? Especially financial problems. They truly don't just stay the same, they get worse. Most people don't want to go there and think about the worst case scenarios, so it's up to you to bring it to the table. A great question that Ivan always asks people is, well, what happens if it doesn't get worse? What happens if you lose your job or get into an accident or get sick? Unexpected things happen every day for people. I always say, expect the unexpected. Most will not plan for the worst, and when it happens, because they didn't plan for it, they are now in a situation where, for some people, it's a matter of life or death. Which means, as you are going through these questions and getting people to open up and talk to you, it is not just for you, it's actually more for them. Inside tip: if you haven't acquired the skill of remembering what people say to you, always grab a pen and paper and start writing detailed notes while speaking to them. Try to write down everything that they are saying as closely to what they are actually saying as possible. You'll need those notes to close the individuals once they are done answering your questions. So here is my bonus. Question number 6. Ask the Gorge question. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you're not going to do anything to fix this problem, 10 being it stops today. I'm going to do everything, I'm going to take massive action. Where are you? The psychology behind this is, if their number is not at an 8, 9 or 10, they are simply not serious. If they answer anything between 1 and 7, then the next question is, I'm curious. Why are you not a higher number? Why are you not an 8, 9 or 10? And then just sit, shut up and listen. If the things that they are, if the things they just answered regarding how their family is being affected are true, sometimes it's just a matter of them having a misrepresentation of the Gauge question. They may say something like, well, because I'm not quite sure how you are going to help me, I'm a 7. That's when you clarify, okay? So once you know exactly how it is that we can help you, and we've put everything on the table and it makes sense on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you now? Very often the number will jump up into the 8, 9 or 10 category. Going through this will allow you to make sure you are not wasting your time or theirs. So, question of the day. Which point about these MLM prospecting questions resonated most with you? Drop it like it's hot and let me know in the comment section below. Guys, that's it. I hope that has been helpful to you. I want to invite you to a thriving community of home business owners that will help you get your game on point. A tailored step-by-step guide will get you from struggling to consistent lead flow just like that. And we all know what that means, right? Sign-ups, sales, and cash flow right into your business. Imagine attracting the perfect customer versus spamming, pitching, chasing, cold calling, and getting rejected. Isn't that something that you would welcome into your business from here on out? Check out mightyjohnnymo.vip. We will help you to position yourself as the leader, expert, and authority, build solid relationships, create a community of raving fans, and gain that trust. So what are you waiting for? I hope to see you grow. I hope to see you soar like an eagle. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.